Hey there, so in this video then I'm going to give a very simple yet very powerful spiritual healing type of a exercise. It's as simple as it can get. I've done this in previous videos. I've kind of explained this experience that I had, this powerful experience that I had as a result of utilizing this exercise. Not really actually call it an exercise, there's no exercise involved, but it is a very potent tool. So before I mention it, I'll just say the idea is sometime when you're in a very mixed up state of being, you're feeling overwhelmed by various emotions and fears, your mind is running wild, you're having, feelings of just wanting to get away, get out of what you're experiencing within yourself. You're just in a very mixed up mental and emotional state of being and don't know how to deal with it. You're perhaps trying to distract yourself from it, flip on the TV or start drinking a beer or go find some friends to hang out with, or go to the mall and engage in your shopping habit, or go to the casino and engage in your gambling habit or whatever, to get away from what you're experiencing within yourself. So the idea is to do something different and get deeper into what you're experiencing within yourself in order to change it. There are various, countless different types of exercises that one can do, but this is one that anybody can do and anybody has access to. So the exercise is to go into your bedroom and lie down on your bed on your back. That's it. Preferably with no noise distractions, no neighbor next door or overhead or whatever blasting their music, kids in the living room making noise or whatever. It should be a safe, quiet, peaceful environment conducive to allowing you to go within more and confront what you are experiencing as a alternative to trying to get away from it. And the idea here is to utilize the power of your consciousness, of your mind, and beyond just the mind, the totality of your being, to shift your state of being. To understand that you can change how you're feeling, what you're thinking, your thoughts running wild, your fears getting the best of you, being overwhelmed by various emotions that may be coming up, etc., by focusing on them, by allowing yourself to actually immerse yourself within them rather than trying to get out of them and get away from them, which is trying to get out of the moment, trying to get away from yourself, and does not resolve what is going on. So I did this once. This was about 21 years ago, and I will briefly tell the story of what transpired as a result of this. I don't remember if I had actually tried this previously. I mean, I realize it's a basic, simple concept, but I'm not sure if I'd actually done this before or not. But I was having one of those days where I was just feeling totally scattered, beyond that, just kind of compressed and just overwhelmed and just like really extremely frenetic energy, to the point that I really just wanted to like leave town and just just go somewhere else, just get away. I just wanted to get the hell out of what I was experiencing. I was kind of at the beginning of my spiritual path, and I was tapping into a lot of stuff and bringing a lot of stuff up, and so it was one of those days in which I was just feeling overwhelmed by what was going on within myself in a very intense, palpable, sort of heavy, constrictive kind of a way. And so finally, at some point in the course of this day, I forget exactly what I was doing that day, but I had free time, and so finally I just decided to go back to my room and lay down on my bed and just allow myself to sink into what I was experiencing. And so the idea is to lay on your back, outstretched, with the hands either on the heart like this, or else on the side of your legs, or else perhaps on top of the legs, but just in a laid out position. And then close the eyes and just relax into what is going on. Just allow yourself to fully immerse yourself in what you're experiencing within yourself. And I really think that even though it's such a basic, straightforward concept, this can make a huge difference, and that you can see results fairly quickly. And then also to incorporate deeper breathing, because when we are stressed out and frustrated and afraid and don't want to be in our bodies and in ourselves because of what we're experiencing, then we have a tendency to start breathing shallow, and that only exacerbates the problem, because then that's a function of wanting to get out of oneself. And you can take the reins of your experience and shift it through your conscious intention and through fully taking responsibility for what is going on within you. And so I did this. I just laid there on my bed, eyes closed, and just allowed myself to fully drop into and immerse myself in everything that was going on within me, all these swirling energies and fears and everything. And immediately I felt a little bit better, just to get away from my focus on the outer world, focus within, and try to figure out and grapple with what was really going on and get some things straightened out. And so I just lay there and worked with these energies for a good hour or so, and things really started to shift and change and coalesce. It was like I came to a place of greater focus within, and eventually I started to feel almost as if this energy was separate from me in a way. It was like it was hovering above my body, and I had the feeling that what I needed to do was to move these energies through my body in some way, in order to release what was going on. And that's what I felt like. I was just kind of bogged down with energetic blockages, with just all this crap, all this baggage, whatever you want to call it, and then I needed to release it somehow. And so I just kind of had this sort of realization at the time that the way to release it was to start shaking my body. And so I allowed that to happen, and it felt amazingly good. It just felt this tremendous release. And so I just allowed myself to do that, to just start shaking my body however I wanted. And doing so connected me with that energy and started moving it through me, because basically what I had been experiencing before was a matter of blocked energy that was compressing my soul in a way, that was kind of, pushing in on me, and I needed to get it moving and release it and get it out of my system. And so this shaking of the body helped to start breaking up these blockages and moving that energy. And I allowed myself to do that for a good 45 minutes or an hour or something. And then I felt as if I'd just, done it, gotten rid of it, released it. And so I stopped and I just laid there. And I then found myself in what may very well be the most blissful state that I've ever experienced in my life, or at least one of them. One of those states of being that I've never quite been able to re-experience. I was just in a state of complete and total here now beingness. And so I got up, went and took a shower, and just went and walked around town and went to a coffee shop, and was just blown away by how I had completely and utterly shifted my state of being through my own focus of consciousness and taking responsibility for what I was experiencing, and using the power of my mind and my consciousness to change my inner state of being, rather than seeking ways to get away from it. So that's the basic idea. Feel free to give it a try. I mean, even just the laying on your bed part can be very helpful and very effective.